ये देखेंगे।
It was February
Disturbing moments caught on live stream footage cause I'm doing live right now.
2017, and Brazilian streamer Coin77 was live on Twitch. He was playing the game Tibia for his fans, when all of a sudden, something absolutely terrifying would take place. Out of nowhere, two armed men appeared behind Cohen. The streamer lets out a scared gasp, but manages to remain calm, before being walked off camera by the two men. Viewers in the live chat were stunned, with many thinking this was a set-up prank. Unfortunately for Cohen, this was totally real. After the two men walked him off camera, they searched his entire house. Before the stream cuts off, one of the two men
ये कोने में जो चैट दिख रही है उससे कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं हो रही ना तुम लोगों को? ये जो कोने में ये चैट दिख रही है यहाँ पे।
wearing a blue hoodie can be seen. However, the camera was too low to capture his face. After the stream cut out, Cohen's viewers were very scared, thinking the two men might have harmed him or his family. But the streamer later made a post on Facebook, saying that the men did not hurt him or his family, and instead just took their belongings and car. He also expressed his thanks for his viewers' support. It was a horrible and scary situation, but thankfully Cohen and his family made it out okay. It was December 2018. A Twitch streamer from Kansas City, Missouri named Tron1717 went live. But as soon as his stream began, his viewers were already concerned. He was sitting at the wheel of his car, struggling with his seatbelt and slurring his words. It didn't take long for viewers to realize Tron was clearly intoxicated. His viewers began begging him not to drive, but Tron ignored all of his viewers' concerns, leading to some viewers calling the police, fearing Tron may put himself or others in danger. For a moment, everything seems okay, until Tron lets out a scared gasp. He can then be heard cursing just before the stream cuts off. Understandably, his viewers were very concerned, fearing he might be seriously injured or worse. Thankfully, Tron was uninjured in the crash. He had hit a light pole and got a DWI charge, after his own viewers called the police. Tron also received a temporary ban from Twitch. Thankfully, in this case, no one was hurt, but things could have been so much worse. It was September 2018. One of the most popular Twitch streamers
Dr. Disrespect, here we go.
At the time, Dr. Disrespect was playing Call of Duty, doing so in front of tens of thousands of fans. But as he was playing the first-person shooter, a shooter would target him in real life. As he was playing, he was startled by a series of loud noises, causing him to walk off camera.
Oh, man! I'm just not finishing.
When he came back, he was visibly shaken. He had taken off his costume and was out of character. When he came back, he was visibly shaken. He had taken off his costume and was out of character, telling his viewers he had to end the stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta end the broadcast right now. Someone shot at our house, broke the upstairs window. This is the second shot. Someone shot yesterday at our house, and someone shot again right now and connected with the house upstairs. Right? You're driving by, right? You.
Dr. Disrespect was visibly irate, which is understandable as his wife and child were at home, and could have easily been injured or worse. Months earlier, Dr. Disrespect had been a victim of swatting, a crime where people make fake police reports, causing a SWAT team to raid the victim's house. This shows how dangerous live streaming can really be. Soon after the shooting, Dr. Disrespect moved house, and has since been very careful to never show off his house, his street, or the neighborhood he lives in. It was December 2022.
Damn, bhai.
A YouTube streamer from Northern Ireland named VoteSaxon07, whose real name is Stephen McCullough, went live, playing the game GTA Vice City. The stream began at 6 PM, with Stephen staying live for about 6 hours until midnight.
what more could you want for Christmas other than an evening with your old pal Stephen?
The stream was fairly mundane, but while Stephen was streaming, his girlfriend, Natalie McNally, was experiencing something truly horrific. The morning after Stephen's livestream, he woke up to a flood of calls and messages, with friends and family asking him about Natalie. The night before, she had been at her parents' house to watch the World Cup final. The match ended at 6 p.m, and soon after, Natalie had driven back home. She lived alone in Northern Ireland with her 2 cats and a dog. But the next day, no one could get through to Natalie. Her parents had texted her the following morning to check she'd got home safe. But uncharacteristically, Natalie had not replied. She also did not show up for work, and was not answering any phone calls. She was also 15 weeks pregnant with Stephen's child. So understandably, friends and family were very worried. After learning Natalie was missing, Stephen drove to Natalie's house, which was about 20 minutes away from his. When Stephen arrived at Natalie's home, the door was wide open, and when Stephen walked in, he found Natalie's body. Investigators found the crime took place on December 18th, shortly after Natalie had returned from her parents' home. Because Stephen had found her body, he became a lead suspect, and he was soon arrested. However, he was soon let go, as he had a very strong alibi. According to the post-mortem report, Natalie was killed during the same time Stephen was live streaming from his home, meaning Stephen could not have been at the crime scene. Investigators also found a text Stephen had sent to Natalie at 5:57 p.m, reading, "Right, I'm off to stream the night away. Wish me luck." To which Natalie replied, "I might have a peek at your live stream later." This was enough to rule Stephen out, but it left police with absolutely no suspects. Stephen did give police the name of one person he suspected, but that lead went nowhere. However, a few days later, police found this surveillance footage, showing a man wearing dark clothing and white shoes heading to Natalie's house. This happened at 8:52 p.m, and 40 minutes later, the same man can be seen walking away. Given the timing, police determined this was Natalie's killer. The man had the same height and build as Stephen, which made him a suspect once again. But police were confused. If Stephen was indeed the killer, how could he be in 2 places at the same time? Police announced a £20,000 reward for information, and continued investigating various leads. Investigators made several arrests, and even found the knife used by the killer. But all of these leads turned out to be dead ends, and they still had no idea who the killer truly was. That was until January 31st, when Stephen McCullough was arrested yet again. Police had figured out that his alibi, the live stream, was totally fake. While it did go out as a live stream, the entire thing had been arrested yet again. Police
लेट मी गैस यूट्यूब पे एक ऑप्शन रहता है कि तुम लाइव स्ट्रीम्स को प्री रिकॉर्ड भी कर सकते हो, तो इट सीम्स लाइक कि वो लाइव हो रहा है पर एक्चुअली में कुछ लाइव नहीं होता। ठीक है, सो डोंट से कि वो प्री रिकॉर्डेड लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा था और उसने इतना दिमाग लगाया कि मैं अगर उस टाइम पे लाइव रहूंगा तो मेरे पास सबूत रहेगा कि मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम। खुद की बंदी को जो प्रेग्नेंट थी उसी के बच्चे के साथ।
had figured out that his alibi, the live stream, was totally fake. While it did go out as a live stream, the entire thing had been pre-recorded. Police found the original recording on Stephen's computer, which had been made on the 14th of December, 4 days before the crime. A taxi driver had also come forward, who said he picked up someone who looked like Stephen near the scene, picking them up at 9:30 p.m, and then dropping them off at Stephen's house, with the passenger even entering Stephen's home. All this evidence pointed to Stephen being the one behind the killing. The live stream also proved the crime was premeditated. Watching Stephen's live stream back, you can find various ominous clues. The stream was titled The Violent Night Christmas Live Gaming Stream. At the beginning of the live stream, Stephen said he was having technical issues, which he used as an excuse as to why he wouldn't be able to read the live chat.
Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is a real shame. So, by all means, talk amongst yourselves.
Stephen also made sure to repeatedly mention what day it was.
Hello to all on this glorious Sunday evening.
He also sang about needing to kill someone in the game, which could be a hint about what he was going to do to Natalie.
I need to kill this. I need to take her down.
At one point in the stream, he even says Natalie's name, which he finds oddly amusing.
That's what would happen in the real world. Abso-notly. Abso-notly.
But the most egregious hint happens midway through the stream. While Stephen was taking a break, the movie poster for No Time to Die comes up on screen. Stephen claimed this was an accident, saying that he had dropped his controller, which had made the graphic come up. But since we now know the live stream was pre-recorded, this means Stephen edited this graphic in on purpose. The movie poster comes up at around 9:15 p.m, which is exactly when Stephen was at Natalie's house, meaning this was likely a disturbing hint. Stephen was likely so brazen because he thought he had the perfect alibi, and to be fair, he nearly did get away with it. The most eerie part is the text from Natalie, saying that she might watch the live stream, meaning that she might have been watching Stephen when he entered her home. Stephen has been charged with her murder, but years on, is still awaiting trial. It was January 2021. German Twitch streamer JDN was streaming as she normally does, which is when she got a phone call from her dad. She answers the call, but when JDN hears the voice on the other end of the phone, she is visibly disturbed.
Oh wait, my dad is calling. Hold on. Hello, Papa.
Instead of her dad, she hears the voice of another man, who tells her that he's with her father. The man goes on to say that if JDN doesn't remove her clothing live on stream, he will end her father's life. Despite being terrified, JDN keeps composed, but she is visibly concerned. The man on the phone then gets very angry, and begins shouting and cursing at JDN. JDN confirmed her father and family were safe, and then contacted the police. It turned out the man on the phone was JDN's long-term stalker. He had somehow spoofed her father's number, making it seem as if he was there with JDN's dad. Unfortunately, this was not the first time JDN had dealt with stalking. The same stalker had sent 25 pizzas to her house.
And the person ordered 25 pizzas from me. What the actual is wrong with you?
Exactly भाई 25 पिज्जा कोई अकेले कैसे खा सकता? Sorry.
She had also had the fire department called to her house after the stalker called saying that her apartment was on fire. Police did investigate the very creepy call, but unfortunately, the stalker was never found. It was November 2014. A man named Benjamin Bennett was
ये मुझे पता है ये आदमी ना वीडियोस बनाता है और हंसता रहता है बस और एक दिन इसके घर पे चोरी हो गई थी एक चोर आया था और तब भी ये हंसी रहा था चोर की गांड फट गई उल्टा
streaming his very bizarre series called simply Sitting and Smiling, where he does just that. Every week for several hours, Benjamin would sit and smile at the camera, not talking or moving. Benjamin's streams were a piece of endurance art, which is where an artist endures an unpleasant activity for a long period of time. Almost all of Benjamin's live streams were totally boring and mundane, which was kind of the point, but this would change on November 25th. Around 2 hours into the 4-hour live stream, a burglar can be seen opening Benjamin's door.
Hello?
The burglar calls out, "Hello?" But after seeing Benjamin sitting there saying nothing, the burglar runs away, without stealing anything. During the incident, Benjamin does not move at all, which he continued to do for 2 hours after the burglar had left. Later, Benjamin explained he had heard the man coming into the house, but assumed it was his housemate. It's amazing he was able to maintain composure with a burglar in his room, not even turning around to check if he was in danger. That is true dedication to performance art. It was 2020. A Twitch streamer named I'm Jasmine was in Japan. Everything was normal at first, but as she sat down to eat, something bizarre happened. A strange man stops in the street to talk to Jasmine.
Hello.
She tells the man she's on live stream and to please leave her alone, but that's when the man gets way too close.
Thank you so much. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my god, why are you touching me? No, come on, stop. I'm sorry. No. Yeah, this is live stream.
She tells the man to stop many times, but he totally ignores her.
No, don't stop, man. Man, stop touching me, man. No.
At this point, Jasmine decides to go home.
Oh my god, man, I gotta go. Stop following me.
Why the fuck is she even laughing? तुम्हें नहीं लगता चैट वो काइंड ऑफ मे बी शायद शी इज वेरी नर्वस एंड शी डोंट नो हाँ यार आई गेट इट शी जस्ट डोंट नो हाउ टू रिएक्ट लाइक ऑब्वियसली वो नर्वस है बट भाई द फैक्ट इज कि वो हंस रही है वो सिचुएशन को और ज्यादा लेस सीरियस बना रहा है सामने वाले बंदे के लिए लाइक सामने वाले बंदे को तो और उल्टा लग रहा होगा हिंट दे रही है शर्मा रही है लड़के तो होते ही चूतिया भाभी है बोले हंसी तो फंसी
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
But now knowing Jasmine is going home, the man tries to stalk her, possibly to find out where she lives. At this point, Jasmine begins to cry.
Always been feeling unsafe. And I hate that because, like, I want to be able to, like, stream it myself and be okay. Not, like, leave and then 5 minutes later someone touches me weirdly, like, all the time.
Thankfully, the stalker eventually leaves. A few days later, Jasmine posted a video talking about the incident, saying that at first she was laughing as a defense mechanism, when in reality she was shocked and scared. It's scary
I get it
the man did this knowing he's being live streamed. It really makes you wonder what he might have done if there were no cameras at all. It was September 2021. Popular streamer Trainwrecks TV was streaming from his apartment. It was a pretty mundane stream, with him simply talking with his live viewers. But that's when something deeply unsettling takes place. A bright green light was shined into his apartment.
I answer the call, he lets this beautiful streak out. T-Dub?
Viewers in the chat began speculating as to what this could have been. Trainwrecks later explained what had happened. Disturbingly, someone had found out where he lives, and shined a powerful laser through his window. This is incredibly creepy, and the exact reason why so many streamers avoid showing their windows. Now Trainwrecks has no sense of privacy within his own home, and now always streams with his blinds closed. It was 2019. A streamer named Ellie Gatto is walking around the streets of Japan. But that's when Ellie and her friend notice a creepy man has been following them for some time.
Let's go this way. Oh god. Oh god.
And to make matters worse, the man is holding a katana.
Oh no, he's legit following us. Holy oh god. Oh god. Let's go find your husband. Let's go your husband. Let's go to your husband.
They're visibly scared, but the man does not stop chasing them. Thankfully, a passerby notices what's going on and is able to stop the man. The stalker is arrested by police soon after. Thankfully, someone stepped in. Otherwise, things could have escalated and turned seriously bad. Comment down below which of these live streaming moments was the most scary. Subscribe if you haven't yet.